work every day till we meet ends. I have to turn it up on the weekend. Boss a toast to your real friend. Tell me why you
Hey, he running up all the money on you. What's up?
Good time, eh?
Good times, it's gonna be some good times. Man, we used to pull up and let them that hood time. Remember I used to grab on that when it was about that. If that little walk up tripping, she get that time. I don't waste time. I don't have patience, baby. She gon' get on top of it.
对啊，我在练低位单打。是。哟，不错不错，看来练得差不多了，跟电脑打一下。
Guide.
So I gotta take a hint now. I hit you up like, do you wanna hang right now? On the east side, and you know I'm with the gang right now. You say, do I wanna watch? Do I know what time it is right now? Yeah. It's after 2 a.m. and that's asking a lot of you right now. All she talking about is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. All she ever says is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't.
The tallest building in the United States, One World Trade Center. Looking glorious tonight as we come to you from New York. It's the Easter. And before. Thank you, David. And both these teams certainly chomping at the bit for tonight's game. Chris, this is a big one.
I love it. Two conference rivals looking to prove something. I mean, these are the games where you measure yourself.
Yes. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jay Crowder out there with Johnson. And it's Horford in at the 5.
You can't forget about Horford. I mean, carving out space inside for the putback.
Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Horford with the rebound. Here's Boston now. Outside Thomas. Kicks it out to Bradley. Pass to Horford. Upside Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket by Johnson.
Oh, the combination of athleticism and just the touch Johnson has. I mean, able to finish even under duress.
There's a screen. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Really surprised he clanked that one. He makes those on the regular.
Crowder, the pass to Thomas. Got a piece of it. And here is Lee. The pass to Porzingis. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. The 11-footer, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And you like the discipline he shows, recognizing the size mismatch. Immediately rises up and pulls the trigger.
Poked away.
Timeout.
哎，小 B 安安哦。
And the next.
All right, bring it in. Let's talk, gentlemen. These guys are relying on one man.
Porzingis,
最新
you know he can
所以那么
overcome
久。
adversity. I mean, he was booed heavily on draft day for not being the selection the fans wanted. And you know what? Didn't let it bother him and didn't take it personal. All he did was go out and win over every fan of the New York Knicks imaginable. And he made a few more. Just a spectacular rookie campaign. And I just tell you guys, the sky is the limit for this young man.
Bradley against Porzingis. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. And
Yes.
slammed in by Holiday.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Horford dishes to Crowder. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Great resolve there on defense, allowing nothing easy.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, he's just so comfortable attacking off the dribble. Johnson, get it all the way to the rack.
Porzingis with a screen on Thomas. Off the screen, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And the precision lead pass by a highly skilled playmaker.
Thomas against Lee. Thomas kicks to Johnson.
应该会吧。
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
如果你是要温打贴不住的话，应该8、9点才会打。
But because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
I mean, we know that this is a game of heart. He knew his man was bigger than him. No big story. He just calmly rose up, altered his body so that he could get the contact and put that shot up over.
Porzingis with a screen on Thomas. Lee passes to Porzingis. The wide open look here for Anthony. The three-pointer is right on target. Anthony's got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Johnson the screen. Outside Bradley.
这样
Off
打
the
贴
pick.
不住哦。
No good off the front iron. The Knicks with the lead.
And the one thing I like with the Celtics, you see the chemistry and the continuity, not just on the court, but on every level. Coaching, front office, ownership, they're all on the same page.
Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Thomas kicks to Horford. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. And for the Celtics as an
晚餐哦，会
organization,
啊。
when you have that trust and that common understanding, Chris, that makes a huge difference.
Well, you have to give the leadership some credit because part of being a great organization is hiring great people and letting them do their job. Ownership and management are involved, but not overbearing. And forward thinking, this is a franchise that is exploring every avenue to find an edge.
Clock at 2, and it's Lee penetrating, and that one good. Lee's got his second basket of the night.
He's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Let's go. Hustle up.
Courtney Lee is just how complete a player he is, Chris, at that shooting guard position.
Well, as Courtney Lee once said, effort takes, no talent. Meaning you can always give effort when you're on the court, and it shows. This quote embodies how he plays defense and how he attacks the rim and doesn't settle for anything.
So New York ends up going with the new group. Horford, good. Knicks have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. There's 57 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Randall with the ball. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Randall's got his first points of the game.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
Confidence is contagious, and when you see a guy like that finishing over a bigger man, it's got to motivate his teammates.
And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of this. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Here's Kuzminskis. Olynyk is covering. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Rozier. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Eight seconds left here in the first quarter. To the inside. 4 seconds left. Horford. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Knicks lead. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks locked in his stockpile.
I know he's feeling real good about his decision. He's one of the bright coaching stars in our league.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, entering the game with a terrific strategy. The guys are working together, feeding off of one another. That's being reflected in the stat sheet and in the score.
Lance Thomas out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Noah. Then it's Randall. And it's Vujicic in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. 3 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for New York. Justin Holiday comes in for Sasha Vujicic. The Celtics also changing it up.
这一代战术好麻
He's
烦。
checked in for Horford. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Rozier. It's stolen by Randall. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, one thing you've heard over the years about Amir Johnson is that his box score stats may not wow you, but they belie his impact on the court. Coach Brad Stevens said he just knows how to play both ends. He makes easy plays with the ball, and then on the defensive end, he makes everyone better. Indeed, a two-way impact player, Kevin.
He's a plus-minus standout, D.A. Thank you. That one drops for him. Crowder's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Boston. The Knicks leading by 3. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Now here's Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Takes it from 10. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Boston called for the foul. And for Carmelo Anthony, one thing that he doesn't get enough credit for is, Greg, his rebound.
Yeah, and Melo's never been a bad rebounder, but in the past few seasons, you can see he's emphasized that more active in terms of closing out on possessions, has a great base and wide shoulders to secure position on the box out.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Zinkis, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Lee in for Randall.
Gifted scorer around the rim. Olynyk can finish over either shoulder, and he's got great touch.
Here's Noah, and finished off by Noah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Thomas kicks to Olynyk. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Olynyk's got 4 this quarter.
Great job right there, Kevin. Beating the defense to the spot. Love the strong, aggressive effort right there.
Anthony against Bradley. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Knicks.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lee with the steal. Outside, Porzingis. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Johnson, he's checked in for Avery Bradley.
还蛮像，他做的很真实啊，连暂停都有讲话。
Celtics trail by 5. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Johnson sends the screen for Crowder.
他这个2K 有版权，然后我的影片在就是收播之后都会不能就是被删掉，所以只能看实况。这个游戏只能看实况。
5 to shoot to the paint. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Smart. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
接不住可以一起玩吗？有空位就可以一起玩。那如果没有空位，你就是在旁边等。
And here is Lee. There's the pick to the middle. Kuzminskis the pass to Lee, and here's Anthony from the arc. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. Sasha Vujacic is checked in for Justin Holiday, and then for Boston. Horford comes in for Olynyk, and Terry Rozier subbed in for Isaiah Thomas.
我这边如果人满的时候，我会优先选比较厉害的人。对啊，你如果没有很强的话，就没办法，就是在旁边等。对，我这规则都是一样的，没有什么谁跟我比较熟。拜拜也是一样啊，拜拜跟我们打很久了，但他不强，他如果有比较厉害的人来，他一样会被挤掉。
Now here's Smart, covered by Vujacic. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. The Knicks making a switch here. O'Quinn's checked in. Knocks it loose. Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
You gotta love to see the tenacity from Lee on that play. He's so aggressive on the drive.
Celtics trail by 5. Smart kicks to Johnson. Johnson sets the screen for Crowder. Now here's Smart. Tight defense on him. That doesn't go. The Knicks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. With the shot. The rebound by Johnson.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
And it's Rozier missing.
That was just textbook defense. As soon as he caught the ball, the D surrounded him.
Pass to Kuzminskis. Just 5 on the clock. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics trail by 5. Outside Crowder. Now here's Horford. He's covered closely. Pass to Rozier. Plenty of space. That's good on the jump shot. Rozier's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, man. How about that vision from Horford? I mean, it's all about hitting the open man. High efficiency offense right there.
Here's Lee. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Lee's got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks. Now here's Smart, covered by Vujacic. Smart with the ball. Feeds it to Horford. And the shot no good, a bit short.
They were right up in his grill, really gave him no breathing room to release that one clean.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close. So
Carmelo, I know in this system, communication.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the for the Knicks. The first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half.
差5分
And that about wraps
随
it
时
up.
都有可能被翻盘。
welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Great performance by Courtney Lee.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
Oh, yeah, he's crafty, very difficult to defend one-on-one. We may see more double teams roll his way the second half.
And the Knicks overhauling their roster with some big names. Of course, the former Bulls, Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah, but also shooting guard Courtney Lee, who I think can definitely help them with his defense and shooting.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. We've got Jay Crowder. Brown out there with Isaiah Thomas. Then it's Amir Johnson. And it's Horford in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And we heard some speculation that the Knicks might look to trade away their veterans and look to rebuild around Porzingis. This summer, that was not the case, though.
Well, it seems like rebuild is a dirty word in New York City. There's not a lot of patience for losing. We'll just see how far they can go with this new roster. I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Lee. Great D that time from Thomas. Celtics trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That one, no good. The Knicks shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Screen by Porzingis. Lee kicks to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
You have to love the versatility of Lee's game. Not only a superb scorer, but a skilled passer as well.
Okay, time now for an injury report. And let's get an update on Avery Bradley's injury. David, any news?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information for us. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Here's Anthony. 7 points in the game. There's the screen. Lets it fly from 18. Here's Hernan Gomez, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
He truly has that unique blend of passion and skill, does major damage on the offensive glass.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it's always a transition and a different.
Bring it in. Take a seat.
Made one of the smoothest we've seen after leading Butler to back-to-back national championship games. You hear that buzz from players to opposing coaches. Greg Popovich said, "I really respect what he does. His team executes. I'll still watch his Butler tape. Trying to learn some stuff, to be honest with you. High praise indeed, fellas."
And Popovich, really the godfather of the active coaches right now, DA. His voice carries certainly a lot of weight in this league. Thank you.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
I mean, it's just been one of those days for them. It seems like all their shots are dropping for them.
Pick by Horford. Thomas kicks to Bradley. No good with the triple.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
When you watch Porzingis play out there on the floor, he is just pure excitement on either end of the floor. You have to expect the unexpected, and watch Greg for big plays because he has been delivering.
He comes up with what I call momentum plays more often than not. The pitching for the huge putback dunk or the block. His style of play is why he became so popular so quickly.
There's the screen. Thomas dishes to Horford. Here's Brown. But he stays with it. Looking to end the run. And the dunk by Brown.
And Brown is so aggressive, a masterful penetrator who abuses defenders on the drive.
Now here's Randall. And here's Anthony for three. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Brown. Bradley passes to Thomas. He kicks it to Olynyk. He dishes it to Horford. Screen by Olynyk. Bradley, that's for two. It's rebounded by New York. New York with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. The three from Anthony. Again, the miss by Anthony.
Cold start to this game for him. A lot of his shots have been off.
Randall against Thomas. Olynyk, a screen on Randall. The three from Bradley. A second chance effort. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Al Horford.
And that's how we play the game.
看我打篮球。
Bring it in, let's go. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels.
Champion at the University of Florida, one of the most skilled and versatile big men in our league, and he hasn't gotten the attention I believe he deserves.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown, and it's Rozier in for Thomas. It's Thomas outside, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. Rose, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Smart. Inside, here's Rozier. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Rozier's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Boston. The Knicks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. And with Horford's free agency looming this last summer, last season was a tricky spot for the Atlanta Hawks. Would they be able to keep him?
Yeah, and you go back to the lack of exposure he's gotten. I mean, from the Dominican Republic, he's a Spanish-speaking star. I mean, his marketing and endorsement potential in bigger markets, something he is well aware.
Now here's Smart, covered by Vujacic. Smart kicks to Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Well, that's pretty nice work there as a roll man. Olynyk executing to perfection.
The Knicks leading by 7. Noah the screen. Here's Rose, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Horrendous defense right there. Does the defense know who they are leaving wide open? You can't do that with him.
Over to the left wing. And Horford wide open. He shoots. And the three ball is good. Horford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Horford in his 9th season in the league started making a three-pointer a big part of his offensive game. I mean, it's a shot you have to respect.
And we've reached the end of the third. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Pace of play is a big part of tonight, okay? Make sure on the bench when we come back, we lift it.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Celtics trail by 6, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Noah. Lee out there with Vujacic. Then it's Thomas. And it's Kuzminskas in at the 4. 5 on the clock. Rozier the pass to Crowder. Tries from 16. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. They get Courtney Lee.
And Horford, a pretty steady free throw shooter. I mean, he had a few down seasons, maybe due to those pectoral tears, but I tell you what, he's been right up there around 80%.
Johnson, he's checked in for Boston.
And it had been something that had been talked about in the past via trade, but Al Horford joined Boston in the offseason via free agency. It was the fit that he wanted team-wise, and Horford was ready for a new challenge. So great fit with this roster and the city of Boston.
Lee with the steal. Noah the screen. Lee dishes to Noah.
You know, it's been a long time coming to be able to say this, but I'm starting to sense some hope and optimism with this Knicks basketball team. I mean, they're in a good spot financially. They're going to have flexibility in terms of filling out that roster. And they've got a core of young talent that is exciting the fan base and which you can build around.
And the Knicks making a change here. Holiday's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Thomas checked in for Rozier. Lee passes to Kuzminskis. Launches a three. A rebound by the Celtics. Horford's got his 5th rebound in this one. And for the Knicks and their positive outlook, when New York has a Knicks team that they love, that can capture the hearts of the entire city.
And you have some of the most diehard fans in the world wearing Knicks colors. There's no doubt about it. You can see the team also has.
有看到存档键吗？没有，没看到哎。
Knicks are starting to become
有这种东西吗？
Is exciting to watch, win or lose.
Anthony's checked in for New York.
And I'm sure he's lamenting over the one that got away, but that does make it.
我早上那一场就没有存成功啊，就是没有存啊。
Lee with the steal. Lets the three fly, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Lee. Lee's got 4 assists now tonight.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Thomas against Lee.
可能这一代不能存了吧。
Right side Thomas. Here's Crowder. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Knicks leading by 8. Lee outside. Crowder against Anthony. That one misses. Good work defensively by Crowder.
对啊。
Although he's struggling with the shot, it hasn't stopped his team from getting in front and maintaining this lead.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
The Knicks making a switch here. Horford no luck.
Excellent D to force that miss there. That took real courage to risk being on a poster, being he's one of the best dunkers in the game.
Anthony, the pass to Hernan Gomez.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the...
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them. Now let's stay sharp and finish strong.
Greater scorer as you're going to find, but he's doing so much now in terms of his passing and his defense. I mean, visibly much more of an impact on the floor in other facets. And I think that's a credit to his maturation and the reason why there's some optimism for the Knicks.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
And with Melo and seeing his game grow, it's almost like he's putting more trust in his teammates and not going at it alone quite as often.
And when he does need to ISO and take over for possession, he's still effective at it. Melo has always been a good passer, and now he's just trusting his teammates more. Scoring is down a bit, but he's a scarier player to defend.
Picked by Lee. Porzingis against Johnson. Porzingis can't hit. Celtics trail by 12. Outside Thomas. He feeds it to Johnson. Bradley, no one around him. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Anthony with it. Out guarded by Crowder. Porzingis with a screen on Crowder. Anthony against Crowder. 5 on the clock. Here's Porzingis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. No good on that one. And the Celtics with a time-tested template. Stock up on tough defenders, Chris, and find just enough offense to get the job done.
Well, and a scorer like Isaiah Thomas can really move that needle for you. But you're so right. So many talent evaluators, they just get infatuated with scoring. But when you start by looking for defenders, I think you're closer to a winning recipe. Now, when you think about Amir Johnson, the last ever prep to pro draftee. Now, look, he was taken out of high school with the 56th pick by the Pistons back in 2005. Learning from the vets on that squad, he learned how to win. And he wanted all of those, trying to fight their way back into it.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
Get out the way. Move, and that pumps up his teammates as well. That's a statement play all the way around.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And we're not used to thinking of 11-year vets still having room to grow. But you know what, Chris? That might be the case with Amir Johnson.
Well, it's interesting. I played with Amir. Always a great athlete with high energy, great motor. But he's never averaged more than 28 minutes a game, despite being that highly effective player. That could mean he's had a lot of tread left on those tires.
Shot clock at 6. And here's Rose outside. That doesn't go either for Rose. Celtics trail by 14.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for New York.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight. You see the contributions from role players on the team, and what a game it was for Courtney Lee.
Look, the thing that stood out tonight more than anything else was how many easy buckets he created with his passing. It was just a master class in how to move the basketball. He really drove their offense. That's an aggressive approach to the rack, but still he calmly floated it in.
Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 13-3 run. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Crowder against Anthony. Screen by Lee. Outside Anthony. Fires the 3. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Even early on in this one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. Tonight he put up his high for the season. Found his rhythm. Never let up. Just a terrific scoring effort all the way around.
Tonight it was all about ball pressure with him. He was on his man like glue all game, just being a pest out there. He came away with 6 steals for the game. His defense came to play in a big way.
You know what? Usually he takes crazy shot, but his shot selection was outstanding tonight. That's the main thing. He didn't force anything. See, if the shot wasn't there for him, he kept the ball moving. That's how you get your shot.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for...
一场2000呢，还蛮多的。 这里2打2的。
I'm next. I got next game.
哎，那2个不过来打，在那边等，是蛮白痴的。 商店升级，我来练一下那个买 carry 好了。
Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. It's Arizona facing the Illinois Fighting Illini.
And classes are done for the night, and the students have made their way over from the dorms. You can just feel the building growing to a fever pitch as two major programs are going to collide in a showdown that'll affect the collegiate landscape heading towards the tournament.
And you know what? We've got plenty of road to travel before we get to the tournament. This game kind of is a test for both of these teams. I mean, Prez and his teammates might be in for the biggest regular season test yet. And this building is going to be cracking. You can count on that.
A look at Arizona's starting group. Prez in at the 3. Alabaster is out there with Cunningham. And it's Mitchell in at the 4 slot. There's a screen. Outside Harper. Here's Fresh. That one a little long.
Not a good pick there. If I'm shooting the ball and I'm looking at him, I'm asking, where is the effort? You've got to do a better job of screening.
Now here's Prez. And that one drops.
Even when contested, Prez buries these interior shots. He's got a high motor, and he's got a lot of confidence in his ability to score. Tell you what, it's not easy being tagged the top high school prospect, as Prez was early on for his class. But you have to give him credit for taking the honor in stride and keeping his feet on the ground while his head was in the sky.
Yeah, and I think what keeps Prez grounded about being that top recruit is that he knows it means nothing if he doesn't continue to grow and perform at the next level. A lot of players will think they've made it when they get that accolade, but Prez knows it's just the beginning.
Man, I like to see Prez get aggressive inside, really determined to score when he gets that close to the rim.
Outside Harper. Pass to Fresh. Here's Free. Kicks it to Harper. Passes it to Fresh. Some nice ball movement here by the Fighting Illini. Feeds it to Roberts. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Free. Off target with his 3.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Outside Harper. And there's the pass to Free. Here's the screen. Harper kicks to Roberts. The jump hook, and another miss by Illinois.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Prez with the ball. Again, Arizona.
Nice.
And what a start it's been for Prez here in this first half. Came out feeling it, and he's just been on a roll all game long.
And I think that's why he's such a feared player at the collegiate level. When he's in a zone like that, doesn't matter what you throw at him. He just continues to stay within himself and plays to his strength. And when he does that, he's a handful for the opponent.
That is good. And the Arizona lead is cut down to 7. Good work from Roberts.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
So on the floor for Illinois, we've got Free. Harper is out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Robertson at the center position.
And it's hard not to fall for Prez's pump fake there. So gifted at getting defenders up in the air.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Thomas a screen. There's the dish to Johnson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Now Arizona with it. They're on a 13-5 run. He gives them a double-digit lead.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
Illinois trails by 10. Starks outside and stolen by Lawson. Now here's Prez. He's got 8. From the left block. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Prez has got 10 points.
And one of the biggest names coming into college sports this year is Prez. What he can do out there on the wing in one-on-one situations is just jaw-dropping.
It really is, Greg, because he's so versatile and so good at attacking defenders one-on-one. He can take you off the bounce. He's got the nice pull-up game. He can back you in if necessary. He's just got a nice portfolio of scoring options.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
Here's Starks. Arizona getting their last shot to go. 1:10 left here in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 ball. Starks can't get that one to fall. Arizona leading by 14. And here is Prez. Good work defensively by Morris. Porter against Carter. Porter passes to Starks. 36 seconds left in the first half of the game. Johnson the screen. Stolen by Ewing. Now here's Prez. Covered by Morris. Here's Prez. Misses the baby hook. Now Porter. Outside Thomas. Back to Porter. Here's Starks. They need this one. No good on the buzzer beater. And so that brings the first. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And the game isn't neck and neck by any means, but one quick run, and we could be right back where we started.
And, you know, Prez is looking to keep his team focused so they can hold on to this lead and close the game out and get this W. I mean, I imagine he'll continue to assert his will in the second half of this ball game.
Taking a look at Arizona. Prez, he's in at 3. Cunningham is out there with Alabaster, and it's Lewis in at center. Stolen away. Fast break, Illinois. Expanding his range. It's not going to go for him. So Arizona will take it the other way.
A lot of times you'll see a star player out of high school come in and only look to score when they get the ball. Prez is different in that regard. He knows the value of strong team play and is always willing to put the team first.
And, Greg, we've seen a number of players that say they have a team-first mentality, but the old saying is true. Actions speak louder than words. From what I understand about Prez, he'll demand a lot of his teammates, and as far as mental focus, he won't let them slide at all.
Timeout called, the Fighting Illini.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason.
Here's Free. Fresh is out there with Free. Then there's Campbell. Then there's Harper. And it's Roberts in at the 5 spot. Great defense that time from Prez.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here's Alabaster. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Free. Campbell with it. And the layup's good off the glass. And out of bounds, the Fighting Illini will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have
太
got
扯了，
to
自己
have
找
your
篮板。
head in the game.
Illinois trails by 14. The 3. Prez with the rebound.
And one reason why Prez jumped to the top of the prospect list is because he had a great coach during high school. Coach Washington Falls gave him incredibly sound fundamentals, and it's allowed Prez to have a strong base with how he plays.
And not only did Coach Falls help him with his foundation as a player, but he also provided tremendous insight and advice into the world of basketball and the world that's around us in basketball. So I think Prez owes an awful lot to Coach Falls for the player he's become.
Alabaster, count it, good. And Arizona leads by 18.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Here's Fresh. Grant Alabaster making his last shot. Pass to Free. Inside. Here's Harper. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good.
"24 Seconds with Jason Richmond." Boy, oh boy.
Hi, everyone. We've got a great night of college basketball hoops in store for you tonight. It's a big matchup and some big-time energy in this building, and we're glad to have you with us. We've got the UConn Huskies and Arizona.
Well, these teams were able to survive their region and come out on top. Now they're part of the last 4 teams standing as they both fight for a right to play for the college championship in just a couple of days.
And it's been a fun tournament for both of these sides. You know, someone like Prez is raring to go and give his team a chance to play in a winner-takes-all game 2 days from now. So this is what college basketball is all about.
Now the starting group for the UConn Huskies. We've got Keith, and it's Joseph in at the small forward position. The Huskies on offense. To the inside, looking for Splitter. He gets it there. Dane. It's hauled in by Arizona.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Prez. Here's Lewis. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Nice make for him as they get the scoring started.
Yeah, he gets it going, and who knows now, you know, it might be a really big night in store for him. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
They got to watch out, Clark. Those kind of defensive lapses early in the game can start to snowball for a team.
And here's Arizona now, following the three-pointer by UConn. Alabaster the pass to Prez. Prez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss many of those.
And you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Prez.
When you talk about Prez, one thing that I think you need to keep in mind is that he epitomizes what it means to be a student athlete. I mean, never takes shortcuts in the classroom and is a very dedicated student off the court. Love to see that.
Yeah, and just talking to Prez for a few minutes, and you'll see how seriously he takes his academics, not just for himself, but for everyone in his life. And the fact he values that education speaks also, I believe, to his character.
And Prez is all hustle, throwing himself on the offensive glass and then coming away with an important second chance opportunity.
Day kicks to Martin. Pass to Keith. And it's Joseph in the corner. Again, the miss by the Huskies.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the shot is good. And that's now 6 points for Prez.
And really hard not to respect Prez. His work ethic is what allows him to drain these shots, even with contact.
Here's Splitter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Cunningham dishes it to Alabaster. To the paint. Here's Lewis. Count it.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Yeah, early on we're seeing a lot of grit and determination. Grit and grind, we call it. What we're seeing out of him early on.
A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Prez in at small forward. Alabaster is out there with Cunningham. And it's Lewis in at the 5 spot. Alabaster with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. They set the pick. 4 on the clock. Cunningham kicks to Alabaster. Here's Mitchell. And out of bounds as the Huskies gain possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. On the floor for UConn, we've got Reed, and it's Sims in at the 4 spot. Now here's Jennings. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he's good on the second. Now Arizona with it. Watson the pass to Prez. 1:49 left to play in the first half. Takes it from 10, and it's Reed pulling it down. Here's Jennings. Hollins with the block, and they'll keep possession. Puts up a 3. A nice shot by Reed.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
A floater, and the bucket is good from Lawson inside. Lawson's got his first basket of the night.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Posey dishes to Jennings. 1:02 left to play here in the half. Howard's shot is good.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Lawson right side. Carter outside. Here's Hollins. The screen from Ewing. Tries to keep it alive. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first half of basketball. Now Jennings. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the half. Kicks it to Sims. And that one hits back iron. Watson the pass to Prez. Ewing a screen on Reed. Here's Hollins. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. UConn leads by. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And, you know, this one has been a tight game all the way. Some runs made from both sides, but neither team has been able to hold a big lead for any lengthy period of time.
And I think we'll see things come to a head here in the second half. The teams that came out a little nervous early on, but guys like Prez will start looking to score more often, and this game will be decided by the stars on each side.
Taking a look at Arizona. Prez, he's in at 3. Cunningham is out there with Alabaster, and it's Mitchell in at the 4-man position.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Cutting the screen. Day kicks to Martin. He dishes it to Joseph. Feeds it to Day. 6 to shoot. Splitter sets a screen. The pass to Day. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Arizona. Lewis has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the left wing. And here's Alabaster.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late.
Here's Alabaster. On the floor for UConn. They've got Martin, and it's Joseph in at the small forward. Got a hand on it. Here's Keith. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Alabaster with it. Here's Lewis. Now, here is Ford. Mitchell kicks to Prez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries from 10. Count that bucket.
And a lot of scoring here late, but there hasn't been any defense to speak of.
No, there really hasn't been, Greg, but that doesn't mean we haven't liked it. I mean, the highlight reel is being overwhelmed and overworked.
Arizona leading by 4. The dish now to Alabaster, and so it looks like Arizona will retain possession here. .157 left to play here in the second half. There's the double team with Joseph. Right block shot. Alabaster no good. UConn trails by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Looking to end the drought. And the shot falls short this time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And it's the Huskies on the break. Joseph leading the charge. Goes back up. Splitter, that's good.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Alabaster kicks to Lewis. It's good. Lewis has got the lead back up to 4 now for Arizona. Here is Day. This is the Splitter. Lewis grabs the board.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And he commits the intentional foul. And Arizona making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. And they go to the intentional foul.
Excellent game we've seen from Prez. He's got 10 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside. And you got to give credit to Prez there. Puts forth a lot of energy on both ends of the floor. And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
And the Huskies call time here. They trail by 6. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 46 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Pass to Splitter. He kicks it today. Here's Joseph. Nails it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Just like that. I mean, you could hear a pin drop in here.
An intentional foul right there. And that misses, and no second shot coming to him this time. And the Huskies call time here. They're behind by 3. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. .30 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Splitter passes to Keefe. The baseline J. No good on that one. And an intentional foul right there.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
Day dishes to Joseph. Off target from outside. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Jacks up a three. Off target with that shot. So Arizona wins it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg.
什么？选秀预测下降？
Did you get the food I sent?
Yep, I got it, Mom, but Grant got most of it.
Oh, and tell her I love her. I love you.
Good. Maybe he'll make some shots next game.
Ooh, Mom, that's cold.
I don't mean it in a bad way.
Look, Mom, I meant to tell you that I've been...
最后一投。 哦，这个晚点来打。我去吃东西。